All right, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm just Mopar Joe. There's Brad over there running away. We got our 512 on the dyno today, so hope y'all hang out for that. This engine is 12.5 to 1 512 kit from 440 Source. These are TrickFlow 270 heads. I got a complete build series of me working on this and building it at my house. So check that out. We're gonna start it, and this is their standard procedure. Start and run and break it in with their Braswell 1050, which is their dyno carburetor and race gas. But the goal is switch to E85. That's what we got, a brand new AED that they just shipped us in the nick of time. So all that's good. I started and ran this in at my house. If you didn't see that video, check it out. But they're almost ready. Just getting a few other things tidied up. Got to hook up sensors and I guess the throttle, and it'll be there. Degrees, and he said if we just start lower. I've got an E85 carburetor. That's what the man wants. It's brand new, got here on Tuesday.
Okay. So you brought E85, so we got regular gas in it right now. We're
Yes.
going to break it in with the start.
Yeah.
We'll switch it and put on some alcohol.
Yes. Yep, and I brought that with me. 12.5 to 1 512 comp solid rollers, like 263 650 lift and 108 lobe separation. So it's.
Well, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Thing on those speeds.
I hope so, but it's kind of funky weather outside.
Well, it's correct. I mean, with Brad said
Yeah, he checked the barometric over there.
you got the paper that correct. Correct.
Okay.
It's pretty good too. I've done a lot of motors. Like same motor on different days, different weather.
Right.
And believe it or not, the correction power is usually within 5 or 6 horsepower. It's amazing to me sometimes how good it is. How good a job it does correct it. Usually you can throw that one out, but that's still climbing. 690, 93.
90, yeah, look here, 711.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get him some of that. But he'll be able to pull a little further, maybe get some more of that deal.
Timing is. Yeah. What do you think a thing like the being? 33?
right?
I think so. Yeah, right there. We found it.
How's the fuel look, you think?
I mean, actual carburetor's pretty good. I mean, it's, if anything, it's a little touch on the lean side up top.
I told them in the last video I'm not smart enough to tell them what all that means. But as far as jetting, whatever, does that seem normal? I mean,
Well, there's a lot of variables in the carburetor. I mean, the jet size it uses is based on the air bleed stagger, how the booster ventura is constructed. I mean, a really good carburetor guy does all that mathematics.
I like AED stuff.
Yeah,
man.
based on what you tell him. So, as far as a guy like me sitting there staring at it, so, man, yeah, I think you missed it by 2,000 sign. Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
We have swapped on to our AED and E85. So that's what he wants to run in the car. We've got a baseline on the race gas. There we go.
About 4 numbers out of everything.
Okay. He was comparing fuel consumption. Here we go. So like where that's 273 at 5,700, that one is 366. So he knows it's very fat right now because we were just really happy right here with that 759 numbers, all that.
Still fat. Carries the power further in the RPM range, which is crazy. Same timing, but it's all that much. Not much how it didn't work out. Sitting there loading up at idle. Shit, I don't think we have. Let me go see if I got an e-cart to all this. Yeah, this 6400 one, yeah, we were still 755, 742, so it made me know it's making more. It's just, it's probably just because it's finally getting unloaded, so it's still too fat.
Right.
Same thing, do is change the power curve. But I mean, we're down a solid, what, 30, 25 horsepower all through the middle. It's, and you know, here's the amount of fuel we was burning both A and B, 275 pounds per hour.
Yeah.
If you figure, say that fuel's probably going to need to be 25% richer. So if you take 336, see, we're still on the fat side. Our max fuel consumption for that fuel load would be probably about 336 pounds per hour. And we're
360.
360. We're not that far off. I mean, we're a little fat up there. I mean, that would be probably more like 25%. So we're really not that far off when you calculate out. It sounds fat though. I mean, you can tell it's or plug out of the rear to plug out front. That's what plugs. We didn't have a
What are we
fresh
doing,
plug.
Aaron?
barely do it. See if we can lean this thing out a little bit.
Still a little fat with the new carburetor.
Fat side, probably not to call it a carb guy. We probably just have a Pump E85, which may be E50, and I don't know what it is, but you can tell them. Tell by the power numbers, listen to the motor, and look at the plug this. It's a little rich. I know what I'm doing. I can tell the motor's fat, but I got that. Now if anything, we're lean. Air bleed made a hell of a lot of difference. Probably if you don't have an air bleed anywhere in the middle. Probably need to put the I don't know. Yeah, we went too far, but right now it ran clean up top, but it's still fat in the middle. You hear in the middle at the intermediates, it's like it's kind of fat. I think they'll power valve it too. I don't know. Better.
Aaron's going to pull a couple degrees of timing out. We're going to do 2 pulls, then we're going to swap fuels to the better E85 that you buy in the jug. And we'll see how it likes that. So you think that E85 liked less timing than?
It didn't hurt it. I mean, you know, we maxed out You know, we were 745, 746, 748, 738 on that first pull, which was actually a little stronger than that second pull. We were, you know, torque wise, look, we were right there, 706. We had, you know, a little better number there, but you know, some of those are anomalies. I mean, if you look 703 at 4,600, 701, 5, 7. I mean, it was worth. It was not worth enough to risk detonation.
Right.
You know, I mean, we're talking about 2 or 3 foot-pounds of torque down here at peak torque. That means mean best torque. You know, you know, you lay these side by side. I mean, you were. It didn't. In fact, it was better. It's pretty much better everywhere. So this is E85. This is that's about 31 degrees.
Wow.
Now, if that other fuel was probably gonna like a little bit more.
We can try it and see now.
It may be, you know, again, our fuel's pretty close. You do the math on that, and based on, you know, whatever that alcohol content is, I mean, it's pretty close. I know old Braswell is going to be pretty much on kill. That thing's always about, you know, 12, 8, 13, 0 on an NA motor, pretty much. I mean, I've had it on 100 of them, and that's going to be, you know, if you do the calculation based on alcohol content, it's you know, that thing, depending on what quantity of alcohol that is versus gasoline. If it's E50, then you're probably looking at about, you know, 18 to 20% more fuel consumption than the gasoline. If you're looking at, you know, true E85, it's going to be closer to 30.
Right.
So this true E85 will probably it'll be leaner.
Show me what that is. It in the can over here?
Yeah, that's that R. In fact, it might be interesting. We'll make a hit, and then we might want to put the air bleeds back. Put the 31s back in, just like the carb guy had, to make a hit on it with the real E85.
Okay.
Put the timing back in. Let's see what
Now we'll make some passes with the good E85 instead of the old stuff from Come and Go out of the pump. See how I like it?
timing back in it.
That's 753. About the same.
Put air bleeds back in it now.
All right. How many degrees was that one?
34.
Okay. I'll write it down.
screwed his carburetor up. Because we're back to his original jetting package. That thing wouldn't make the 720 horsepower on Pump E85. We put real E85 in it. Went back to the original jetting package. He's dead nuts.
Perfect.
So don't ever blame it on the carb guy.
Right. Boom.
We screwed around the carburetor for 2 hours unnecessarily. She just poured some real fuel in it. And you asked me that question.
We had to know.
But it's good that we learned.
Yeah, we had to know.
Yeah, now you know. And you can tell your customer. So, yeah, that's stout.
So we got him a tune for race fuel, and a tune for Pump E85, and a tune for real E85, or a variant of some of them.
Yeah, so I mean, really, what I'd probably do with it, I'd probably get some 34 air bleeds, and yeah, maybe even the 30. I'd probably get a 34 and a 36.
Okay.
And when he gets to Colorado,
Wyoming.
or Wyoming, when he gets to that high altitude, he'll have to lean it out sometime.
Yep.
The carb guy can probably even tell you. I just call the guy and say, hey, look, we're good here on true E85, but in that altitude, how much jetting, he can do the math on that based on the altitude, and pretty much, he'll get you in there.
Sweet.
That's a stout piece right there, Joe. Good job, man.
Thanks. Can we be done?
Huh?
I think we're all done.
All right, unless you want to do something else.
Let's load it up, man. On the garage here. So we learned a lot at the dyno. Super awesome day. Thanks again to Aaron and Brad for all their help. Thanks for Joe for helping me get there and get all on and off the dyno. It's a whole day deal if you've never done it before. I'm becoming less nervous each time, but we crushed 700 horse and 700 foot-pounds. Even the very first pull, even non-corrected horsepower, I think was 707, and he clicks a button and it goes to 740 or whatever there with the 1050 carburetor. We did a lot of tests during the day, trying different air bleeds, different jetting, different fuels. So hopefully you got something out of this. The E85 stuff out of the jug really did make a difference over the pump stuff, but I'm sure it's a cost difference. So whatever you can get in your area. I'm probably not interested in E85 and anything of mine. It's just kind of nasty stuff. The day after I ran that engine here at my house, pulled the carburetor off, drained it, pack it up and everything. On the bottom of that carburetor, it was already starting to rust. I had to just go grab it and double check since it's last been ran. But here's our beautiful AED 850. Or that's their part number. It might actually be sized more than that, flow more than that, whatever. Check it out. And you say, well, maybe that's not a big deal to some people, but over time, I mean, it is what it is. Nature of the beast, I guess. But I appreciate y'all watching, and we got a 580 to start building soon, so hopefully you'll hang out for that. All right, mopar people.